For joining us. I'm Rena Sargentopoulos.
And I'm Chris Arabsky. A convicted murderer who's been in prison for more than 2 decades could be out by the end of the year.
That's right. The state today agreed to commute the sentence of Brian Pippet, a rare move by the Pardons Board. Jennifer Hoff is here with all the details on why this decision was made. Jennifer?
Rena, a year ago, the Attorney General's office found serious problems with the case. Its conviction review unit uncovering new evidence in the murder of an elderly store clerk. Pippet's legal team now calling this ruling a victory, while those opposing his release cautioning this could set a dangerous precedent for future felons pleading their own innocence.
1 hour ago, Mr. Pippet had a life sentence.
A regularly scheduled Board of Pardons meeting was anything but for Brian Pippet and his lawyer Jim Cousins.
Mr. Pippet is now moments away from a commutation that will have him home by the new year.
Hopeful its members would commute the 63-year-old's murder sentence and set him free.
The fact that I'm innocent of this crime and the fact that the truth would surface has kept me going through the years.
Pippet has spent 26 years in prison, one of several people convicted of breaking into a rural convenience store and killing its 84-year-old owner.
The real killer is still out there. That's the tragedy of this.
3 years ago, Cousins presented new evidence to the state's conviction review unit that then did its own investigation, citing several key findings, including a basement window too small for Pippet to fit in, 2 witnesses recanted, plus Pippet's good behavior behind bars. The local sheriff, though, fighting the move, writing this lengthy letter stalling the case that board member and state Supreme Court Chief Justice Natalie Hudson also cautioned would set precedent, voting against Pippet's release.
Whatever exceptions we grant here, the next person coming in for a commutation is going to say, well, you did it for Mr. Pippet.
Its other 2 members, Attorney General Keith Ellison and Governor Walz, voting in favor, stopping short of eliminating any supervision, meaning Pippet will likely be on parole for the rest of his life as his health declines.
But I don't see why he has to be sitting in a cell while that happens.
Innocent or guilty, he has done the sentence. He has done what was asked of him in that regard.
The review unit started 4 years ago, and since then, more than 1,200 convicted felons have applied to have it look at their cases. Only 2 have been exonerated, making Pippet's newfound freedom that much more rare and appreciated by his family.
It's been a long time. We've been just waiting for this day to come.
So the Department of Corrections commissioner says it could take up to 90 days to square away the terms of Pippet's supervision, which would ultimately be voided if he's eventually exonerated, which is the next hurdle that his lawyer says he'll try for. The commissioner also telling me he expects to move Pippet now to a minimum security facility. In the meantime, he's currently in Faribault serving his sentence, and eventually plans to return home, Rena, to Mille Lacs, the Band of Ojibwe reservation there that he's a member of.
All right. Thank you, Jennifer.